Do you know you can make life-changing money on Shopify? It doesn't require you have a lot of followers. Now, if you do have a lot of followers, that's a plus, but if not, you can still make it happen. But these 3 things in this video are going to be the exact blueprint to get you to 1 million sales on Shopify. I rocket not only the amount of followers you're getting, but also the amount of money you're getting. These are the same tips that brands like Broken Planet, Elwood Clothing, and all your favorite brands do. Those are all brands that are worth multiple 7 figures. All these brand owners were probably working a 9 to 5, they hated their 9 to 5 and they were struggling. But they did these 3 things to make sure that they hopped out of the 9 to 5 trend. They were able to gain a little bit of following and make $10,000 a month recurring without having to do extra work. If that's the lifestyle you want, then you need to make sure you're implementing the 3 strategies that I'm going over with you in this video in order for you to make sales on Shopify. Now, as we go through these 3 strategies, I do want to warn you. The first one is my least favorite, and the last one is by far my most favorite. It's going to be sponsored posts. Now, I know a lot of you guys want to give your brand to your favorite rapper or artist or Instagrammer, and you're thinking it's going to change your life, but more likely than not, it's not going to do that. All sponsors are really going to do is try to take advantage of you. For example, if you do a sponsorship deal with someone and they don't make money off their 10% off code or whatever amount code, they're never going to do sponsorship with you ever again. And I bet a lot of you guys are wondering, how much should you spend on a brand post with another influencer? You should be charging as least as you possibly can, because if you start with a high number, they're just going to go higher. Or you could do multiple different things like multiple posts or multiple story posts, or allowing yourself to license that post and run it as an ad. There's several different things you could do to get the best bang for your buck. If you give someone a sponsorship deal and their immediate answer is yes, that means you're giving them way too much money, so you should bring the money down. Another strategy you need to be implementing is making sure you're not doing it way too frequently, because the worst thing you could have is have someone sponsor your brand every single week and then people get annoyed by it. Now, the third strategy I'm going to share with you in just a little bit is going to be the best way for you to grow on Instagram and get more sales on your Shopify. In addition to that, I only recommend you doing a sponsored post for your newest drop or your best seller. So many small brands mess this up. They start with their oldest product or a product that doesn't really sell, so they're testing the waters and paying for the post at the same time. You also need to make sure it's perfectly aligned with your brand and their audience. Number 2 is to get influencers to do affiliate marketing with your brand.
Think of it. Instead, I want you to think about what tools, what services is your audience already using, and then I want you to strike affiliate deals with those things for 2 reasons. First and foremost,
you need to find influencers that are already promoting clothing brand just like yours and strike them first. For example, has a new website and he does affiliate marketing for other brands that he wears. So people that are already funneled into him go straight to your website. That way it's a win-win. You make sales and they get a percentage of the sales that they make. Now for my favorite way for you to make sales on Shopify is to solve a problem. You need to solve a problem for your viewers. The number 1 problem I see when people are trying to make sales on their Shopify, they're promoting stuff that their audience is just not interested in. Let me walk you through a very easy scenario here. Essentially, what you need to do is promote your brand, your clothing, with a problem that needs to be solved. And you need to solve that problem within the videos. And you're probably thinking, Jose, if I solve those problems in the video, then why would they buy the clothing brand? Every time you solve someone's problem, a new problem comes up. For example, if I told you that because it's hot out, you need a short sleeve shirt, you would be like, okay, so I'll buy a short sleeve shirt. But now you got to figure out what exactly is the fabric that you need, what exactly is the length that you need on the sleeve, what exactly is the color that's best for the summer. And that is what you can actually say in the video and sell as your product. And that's the product you can sell on your website. Or if you could highlight all the negative stuff that are in clothes right now, like fabric that's too thin, well, guess what you could do? Then you could then sell a hoodie that's way thicker than any other hoodie on the market. In addition to that, that makes the marketing incredibly easy, and then allows you to pitch your product in every single content that you make. Because then it's not going to look like an ad. You're just simply going to talk about the benefits of having a thicker piece of clothing rather than a thin piece of clothing. And that's just one example. It's going to create a natural way for you to plug the product in your videos. And your clothing could just be a prop in your content. It doesn't even have to really be about the specific brand. You could even go a step further and pretend it's not your brand, and then people wouldn't even know. That's going to lead you to making the most money in your Shopify. It's when you can actually talk about something without directly selling the product. So you're inadvertently making someone buy your clothes because you're solving it with a solution from your products. In addition to that, this method is going to make you the maximum amount of money. Think about it. With the brand deals, you're relying on somebody else, but with these videos, you're going to be focusing on just you. You're going to be creating them yourself, so you have the ball in your hands. The ball is in your court. Now you can flip the script. You're going to be bringing yourself customers, which is going to allow you to make the majority of profit. In addition to that, the more customers you build on Instagram, you could funnel them new ideas that you have, and you could see what would sell better and what would sell worse. So many brands don't create their own social platforms, especially on Instagram, and they really need to start doing that. This could be one of the biggest mistakes that you're making. Because if you want to make more money or scale your business, you need to be able to sell people multiple times. For example, think about Apple. You think if you guys only bought one iPhone, Apple would be worth as much money as it is today? The reason that they're able to make so much money is because they constantly have to make a new product. You need to buy AirPods, you need to buy an iPad, you need to buy a MacBook, everything. You need to think about creating your Instagram page for your brand the same way. Now that you have your Instagram, you can sell your hoodies, then you could funnel them to buying shorts, socks, t-shirts, and the whole nine. Once someone's bought something from you, what else can they buy from you? Because it's going to cost you $0 to promote it. In addition to that, you can start collabing with other brands because they're going to see that you are creating such a wide audience that they want to get in with that as well. That way you can reach into their audience and they can reach into yours, and then you guys can all make more money. And then you could use other influencers to grow your brand even more, and it'll grow your Instagram even wider. And it's to significantly increase the odds of you becoming super successful. Now you're probably wondering, Mosiah, this is all great, but I still need more followers and I still need to get more views. And I still need more sales. And some of you might be seeing a decrease in views and decrease in sales. Well, that's why you should smash the subscribe button and join the coaching link down below.